The cat underestimated the chicken, immediately regretted his decision. In this video, a cat suddenly attacks a big chicken. Cat attack on rooster. Whatever happens after this, you'll surely be left laughing after watching it. You will also miss laughing after watching the video. In the world of social media, sometimes such videos are viral, after watching which you didn't find it difficult to control your laughter. At the same time, there are some videos that are surprising to see. At present, the video of a cat and rooster video is being widely seen on social media, in which a cat suddenly attacks a big chicken. Whatever happens after this, you will surely be left laughing after watching it. More than 57,000 people have liked this video so far. This video of cat and chicken is only a few seconds, but after watching it, social media users are laughing and laughing. In the viral video clip, a Desi cock is seen pecking something from the ground in the courtyard of a house. At the same time, at a distance from the chicken, a cat is seen in the mood to attack him. Seeing this, it will seem as if the next moment the cat will do all the work of the chicken. But after seeing the scene that comes out in the video, you will also be left laughing. So let's see this funny video first. In the video, you can see that as soon as the cat jumps on the chicken, the rooster also pounces on it. Then what was left? The cat ran away with the claws of the rooster pressing its tail in such a way that it did not turn back. This video is not only being liked by social media users, but is also making them laugh. This very funny video has been shared on Instagram with an account named The Amazing Cats Online. After watching this video, social media users are giving their feedback fiercely. Some have written expressing concern about the chicken. How would this creature survive in this world? Everyone is after the poor man. At the same time, another user has written while commenting after the attack of the chicken, this cat will hardly think of attacking him for the second time. At the same time, another user has written while commenting, how long will the goat's mother continue to celebrate well? Apart from this, most of the users have given their own reaction through emoticons. Some people were seen dancing with a bang on the DJ. The police offered prasad to the batons. Not at times rooster are the winners. Once upon a time in Africa, roosters ruled cats. The cats worked hard all day, and at night they had to bring all they had gathered for the roosters. The king of the roosters would take all of the food for himself and for the other roosters. The roosters loved to eat ants. Thus, every cat had a purse hung around its neck, which is filled with ants for the king of the roosters. The cats did not like the situation. They wanted to rid themselves of the king so that the food they gathered through hard work and great difficulty would be their own. But they were afraid of the roosters. The roosters had told the cats the roosters' combs were made out of fire, and that the fire of their combs would burn anyone who disobeyed them. The cats believed them and therefore worked from early morning until night for the roosters. One night the fire of the house of Mrs. Cat went out. She told her kitten Fluffy to bring some fire from Mr. Rooster's house. When Fluffy went into the house of the rooster, she saw that Mr. Rooster was fast asleep, his stomach swollen with the ants he had eaten. The kitten was afraid to wake the rooster, so she returned home empty-handed and told her mother what had happened. Mrs. Cat said, now that the rooster is asleep, gather some wet dry twigs and place them near his comb. As soon as the twigs catch fire, bring them home. Fluffy gathered some dry twigs and took them to the rooster's house. He was still asleep. Fluffy fearfully put the dry twigs near the rooster's comb, but it was no use. The twigs did not catch fire. Fluffy rubbed the twigs against the rooster's comb again, but it was no use. They would not catch fire. Fluffy returned home without any fire and told her mother, the rooster's comb does not set twigs on fire. Mrs. Cat answered, why can't you do anything right? Come with me and I'll show you how to make fire with the rooster's comb. So together they went to the house of Mr. Rooster. He was still asleep. Mrs. Cat put the twigs as near to the rooster's comb as she could, but the twigs did not catch fire. Then, shaking with fear, she put her paw near the rooster's comb and gently touched it. To her surprise, the comb was not hot. It was very cold, and it was just red-colored. As soon as Mrs. Cat realized that the roosters had lied to the cats about their combs, she joyfully went out and told the other cats about the roosters' tricks. From that day on, the cats no longer worked for the roosters. At first, the king of the roosters became very angry and said to the cats, "I will burn all of your houses if you do not work for me." But the cats said, "Your comb is not made of fire. It just looks like the color of fire. We touched it when you were asleep. You lied to us." When the king of the roosters found out that the cats knew that he had lied to them, he ran away. Now, whenever roosters see a cat, they scurry away, because to this very day they're afraid of cats. Even little girls are not safe with rooster. An aggressive rooster got a little more than he had bargained for after attacking a young girl. While the child initially reacted with terror after the farmyard fowl made a beeline for her and began furiously flapping at her outside her rural home in the U.S., she was quickly able to turn the tables. As a result, the rooster was left nursing a sore head and soon made a quick exit, much to the delight of those watching the encounter in a video shared to social media. The clash was captured on a Bing security camera at an unidentified farm, with the resulting footage shared to TikTok by Flying's Farms, where it has amazed a staggering 43 million views. While not every rooster behaves aggressively, Chris Leslie, a farmer who had been raising chickens for over 20 years and is a fourth-generation chicken keeper, said it's important to be alert at all times around them. She explained to Chickens and More that an aggressive rooster will always strike when your guard is down, but there are steps you can take to combat it. Leslie notes that if the rooster runs behind you and stops short to stare at you, they are issuing a challenge, and it's crucial to turn and face the animal while making sure not to break eye contact. If he spreads his wings and lowers his head, do the same and continue staring, she said. If he is a smart rooster, then he'll back down. He'll drop his wings and start plucking at grass. Walk away slowly and cautiously. Remember, they love sneak attacks. However, if, as in the video, he flies at you, then the advice is to stand still and do not wave your arms or run. When he drops to the ground, Leslie states, it's important to quickly pick him up and tuck him under your arm. Talk to him softly to calm him down. Offer some hand treats to show you're his friend. You should start to feel him relax after a while, she adds. After letting out a scream at the fast-flapping bird, the girl opted to swing her school bag at the rooster. She landed an immediate hit on the aggressive fowl, who beat a hasty retreat. "Mom," the girl could be heard to say as she headed inside. Even humans not safe with rooster. A man who was attacked by his pet rooster suffered a heart attack and died as a result. Now his daughter is speaking out about the tragedy. Jasper Krause, 67, lost liters of blood after a Brahma chicken dug its spur, the back of its leg used for protection and fighting, into his leg. It's thought that the blood loss triggered Jasper's heart attack, and tragically he couldn't be saved. Speaking about the traumatic incident, his daughter Virginia Guinan, 33, recalled, "I got to the house and saw 2 ambulances outside. I walked in and just saw liters of blood pooled around the stairs, and a trail of blood leading out to the chicken coop in the garden." The trainee healthcare assistant from County Roscommon said, "You wouldn't think a chicken can be dangerous, but they can be. It was a malicious attack, absolutely brutal. There were liters of blood all over the floor when I arrived. This particular bird was thought to be a nice and docile breed and good for children, but this shows any breed can be dangerous." Having pet chickens is a big thing for families now, especially getting children involved. For this to happen is so rare and unbelievable, but it can happen. The rooster had previously belonged to Virginia, but her dad, an experienced animal handler, took it from her after she tried to attack the 3-year-old daughter, Josie. "After that, I knew I had to get rid of it. We should have put him down there and then because we knew he was no good," she remembered. "But my dad protested. He had too big of a heart and didn't want me to get rid of the rooster, so he took it instead." Jasper, who was in remission from cancer at the time of his death, was outside visiting the dog's grave when the rooster attacked. The animal, which has since been put down, had a random aggressive outburst and created a wound 1.5 centimeters deep. But a doctor at the hearing noted that the circumstances of his death were unusual, as a wound had been inflicted on his left calf by a chicken, reports say. Virginia now wants to warn others of the dangers of keeping poultry as pets, even a supposedly safe breed such as a Brahma. People want to have fresh eggs and keep chickens in their gardens, Virginia noted. It's such a big hobby now, but it's not only larger animals like cattle and horses that can be dangerous. We don't know why it happened. That breed was supposed to be soft and cuddly. People should be aware of the signs and get rid of any bird as soon as they show signs of aggression. I had wanted to put it down as soon as it attacked my daughter, but my father wanted to keep it. Dad wanted the rooster to stay with him and breed with his hens, so it didn't have to be put down. That's just what he was like. He was a real animal lover.